Hi guys, I'm Danny, and I started the Sunday gym because I've noticed lately that people tend to go to colleges and universities without actually knowing why they're there. Afterwards, starting jobs that are unfulfilling. So I'm interviewing different professionals to see what they have to say and to share their experience and knowledge with you. I hope you enjoy it. Max, thank you for joining. You're on the air, man. How are you doing?
Very good. Very nice to see you as well, Danny.
Always well. I'm so glad to have you here. The podcast will be focused on three questions. What do
Yes.
you do for a living? How'd you get there? And how did you know that this was the way to go? So, tell us what you do for a living, Max.
Well, I do probably too many things because, on my side, I don't like to get bored. I'm very creative in a way, so I try to do different projects, different jobs. Let's put it that my main job was a role in furniture industry. So I am based in China for 20 years now, and I
Nice.
work, yep, I work as a sales director in a upholstery factory. Now I'm in the same factory already for 15 years, starting now, so long time. Then I also sell in China Italian leather fabrics, other materials if happens to a small bunch of customers that want high quality products. Then I do some consulting in furniture, in particular in the last couple of years, but I did some also before. I'm consulting for some merger acquisition because Chinese company wants to buy Italian European company. I'm concentrating on Italian company, but I'm handling also a deal with a Belgian company. That everything now is on hold because of the COVID, so the Chinese cannot travel to Europe, so all waiting, but I'm handling furniture company acquisition, leather tannery, and also now discussing about fabric producing company. So hopefully these are deals that will carry on in the next few months. Then during COVID, being home with my wife and friends in Pisa, because now my wife and kids live in Pisa. I am currently in Pisa in Italy because I'm stuck here this past year. And we started also dealing with real estate in Italy. So we help foreigners that want to buy properties in Italy. Italy is a big destination for tourists. So there are many people who want for tourists retire in Italy or even as investment. So we help. We are not really an agent. We work with Remax, a Remax agency, but we are not really pushing for sales. So we are just here to help happens. So you see, my hands are really many, many places.
I know, and this is why I wanted to invite you so badly on this podcast because you're doing so many things. You've been doing this for quite a while, quite
Yes.
rich experience, and I'm pretty sure it will be remarkable. Uh, how did you get there? How did you get at the position where you're at right now?
Okay. In my life, let's put it that I started university in Italy when I was 19 years old. I went to university 3 years. I didn't study, so I just enjoyed. And then after what we called was at the time there was the military service. I did substitution. Didn't want to go military. Then I went to London because I studied French in school in Italy. So I went to London because I was there one time in holiday. I really liked it to learn English. And then there, working the time because I had to be independent. So working all day and in the evening going to school. I studied marketing because I like marketing business. And there it was more hands-on approach. So more focused on practice than theory, like in Italy. So I did complete my studies there. Then I did an MBA at the Oxford Brookes University. And whilst doing the MBA that I was doing always in the evening part-time, there were many full-time students from India and China in particular. And sometimes we do classes together in the evening. So one girl that was an HR expert, and she suggested me to go to China to do an experience there because I was telling her after the MBA probably I will move away from London. I was tired. And then I looked for job in Asia and to Italian companies because there was Italian Chamber of Commerce give you all the contacts. And anyway, the best offer was in China. So I moved to China with the idea. My idea was to stay 1, 2
Which
years.
year was that when you moved to China?
I was in which year? In July 2022. 2002. So today, exactly today, 20 years ago, I arrived in China.
That's a remarkable experience. It's just,
yeah.
I can only imagine how many things you saw over there and what kind of stories you have. I should make 5 episodes with you.
Yeah, and China changed a lot. Can you imagine from 20 years ago to today? Really changed a lot. I saw many of the changes. So very, very good experience, I would say there. Yes.
It's absolutely remarkable. And this is why I really admire folks like you, because this kind of a mindset to go somewhere and then to know that you should, it's not struggle, but go forward. You are going to face challenges. You know that.
Yes.
But you're not backing down. You just aimed at somewhere, focused at something, and this is truly that's solid 100%.
Well, I suppose that now, anyway, talking mostly to the young generation, the students, now they are more open to travel around the world and to do experiences. Still looking from the Italian point of view, when I speak with friends, with kids and everything, the parents, they're all worried. They want the kids in the house until they're 30. In Italy, there's this family tradition. So the kids going abroad, instead I'm teaching my kids, move away, get out of Italy, study abroad. Then when you look for a job, look anywhere, doesn't matter. You don't have to be stuck in a place, because when you're young, it's easy to change your life. In a way, when you're older, when you have a family and kids, it's more difficult. So you do it if you need to, but if you can avoid, you avoid it. So
absolutely. How did you know that this was the way to go? And the reason I'm asking is because lately people tend to go to colleges, universities, starting something because of that stigma. You should have a diploma. And later on, they start jobs that aren't really for them. Now, again, I am not against neither colleges nor universities. I myself went to college. I went to university. I was basically 16 years old when I knew what I was going to do for a living. And but that's turns out I'm in the minority. So how did you know that this was the way to go for you?
You don't know it. It just happens. Let's put it this way. When I was at school, I was excellent in mathematics, physics, all these things. So I went to study engineering in Italy. That is extremely difficult. And as I said, I didn't do nothing. So I dropped out. And then I did the business. And then in London, I liked marketing. And I moved into it. So I started studying and then working in marketing. And then when I looked for a job, as I say, in Asia, I looked for any job. Doesn't matter what. So I got offered to work in a holiday resort in Thailand. I got offered to work for a legal office in China, an Italian legal office, and then I worked in furniture. I mean, my hometown is north of Milan, is an area of high-end furniture. All the famous brands in the world are from my hometown, let's put it this way, that area. And when I was young, I worked with uncles that have furniture stores. So I help moving furniture in the house of people and building them. So I had a feeling for furniture, but that happened. I got the best job offer in furniture and I moved there. And then once you start in an industry, generally you stick with that industry because you build up your knowledge, your relationship, everything in that industry. So this what happened to me. And I have to say as well that I tried to move and to do projects in other industry in the past, always failing. So this is why now I'm sticking more or less to my industry, real estate, because, as I said, this in a way is related. It's a passion. I always did well in personal and family investment in real estate, and I like it. So it's a side project. I enjoy what I do. It's okay. Let's put it this way. it's not really, as you said, you are 16 years old. You knew what you wanted to do. No, I tried. I tried this, I tried that, and then I got stuck with furniture. And I'm pleased because I do many things. I don't get bored. I don't like to get bored. So that's it.
This is a remarkable mindset. And another segment that I really want to talk about where did you get this mindset? Never to be bored, always to do this and that, to look for something else, to look for the next thing. Were you influenced by somebody, a family member, mentor, or something like that? How'd you get that kind of a mentality? Because it's remarkable. It's very specific for your generation.
Mm.
It's not very specific for mine, which is bad. And this is why what I wanted to talk about.
Let's say that probably this is a personality thing. So everybody is different. As a personality general, I'm more open-minded, more creative, as I said at the beginning, and probably this comes from my mother's side. She's more talkative like this. My father is more conservative. When I talk with him, always in the past, now he don't tell me anymore, but Max, don't do too many things. Concentrate on one job and do well one job. So and said, no, I get bored one job. I want to do this, that, because I start this project, start that, I lost money on this, I lost money on that. He said, oh yeah, you see what you have to do, concentrate. No, that's me. It's difficult. And my wife is different, in another way. She's more quiet. She focuses on things. I have friends that just do one job for all their life. Others, I met people that keep changing job. And that probably is bad, because I saw people in furniture industry that 1 year they work in a company, then 1 year they work in another company, then they go another one. That probably is negative. At least on my side, I have to say, is 14, 15 years that I'm in the same company. Then, yes, I do many other things, because I have a kind of particular contract relationship with the boss that I kind of part-time. So flexible to do anything I want, as long as it's not competing with this job. So this, you have to be serious, at least to put some rules in your job, in your life. So I do other things. I don't compete with what I do. The project I do, you have to be serious. So that's happen in a way. That's me. Each one is different.
It's pretty remarkable, and I believe that we do live in the perfect times, because it allows such flexibility. No other time allowed that kind of a flexibility.
Probably, yes.
People can basically work for another company that's at the end of the planet, at the other side of the planet, with the sweatpants and everything, and it's affordable. You just really have to be concentrate, focused, and aim. And I really admire that feature of yours, that just go in the next thing and the next thing and the next.
Thanks.
It really keeps you in good shape.
Yes.
Absolutely. Max, if there isn't anything else, thank you for being with me. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing that story, and all the best, man.
Okay, thanks. All the best as well.
Right on. Goodbye.
Ciao. Bye.
Ciao. Guys, I hope this one was useful. Please follow the channel on YouTube, Rumble, Gap, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Ring the bell and all the good stuff. Have a nice week ahead, and I'll see you next Sunday.